Hey everyone, how's it going? Memory here. You see we're on AnyChart. You already know what kind of video this is going to be. We are going over another season of anime, this being the winter season of 2017. And before we get into this, let's all be honest, we all make judgments before a season even comes out. Before the episodes even air, we say whether or not a season is looking bad, looking good, or looking meh, or alright. And this is the time of year before the season comes out that a lot of YouTubers and a lot of my close friends who make these types of videos come out with what we're going to be watching for that season. Of course, this being the winter season of 2017. And from what I've been seeing and hearing a lot of my close friends and a lot of people are saying that this season doesn't really look too promising, that it looks bad, that it looks like shit. And honestly, I'm not going to say that. I'm kind of going to take a more optimistic approach, and I'm saying that this season actually looks pretty promising. And I'm not saying that it's going to be like the best season of 2017 by any means, because if you look even past the winter, we have a lot of stuff that has been announced that it's going to be awesome. 2017 is going to be hype. Maybe more so even than 2016, because 2016 was great for me. And just with a lot of the stuff we have to look out for 2017 and past this upcoming winter season, I can't say that this season looks like it's going to be the season of 2017. It's way too early to say that, and there's a lot of stuff we have to look out for 2017. But I'm saying it does look pretty promising. We have some solid sequels returning for sure, and we have some new shows that I'm really interested in and really hyped for from what we've got from some of them. So yeah, another thing, these are not the shows I'm going to be reacting to. I may tell you in this video, though, like if I know 100% I'm going to be reacting to a show, I'll tell you in this video. But I always do a follow-up video for strictly the shows I'm going to be live reacting to. This video right here is just for the shows that I plan to watch, that I plan to check out and give a couple episodes. And if I decide to keep going, then I keep going. If I decide to drop them, then I drop them. So yeah, that's the deal with that. And these videos tend to be 25, 35 minutes long. And I know a lot of you love these types of videos from any anime YouTuber you watch, whether it's me or any of my friends like Sloan, Sun Wukong, everyone. You all really love these videos, and I love making these videos. So yeah, I won't try to keep you too long though. And I'm not promising I'm going to read like every single description all the way through. If I know I'm not going to watch a show, I know I'm not going to watch a show, and I'll say it, and I'll be straight up. So here we go. The first show we have, Acca from Madhouse, a police drama series, The Kingdom of Dawa, which is subdivided into 13 states. I don't know if it's Dawa or Doa, whatever. It's divided into 13 states, is celebrating its monarch's 99th birthday. These 13 states have many agencies that are controlled by the giant organization known as Acca. Within Acca, Gene Otis is the second in command of the inspection agency, His agency has 10 people placed in each of the 13 states with a central office in the capital city. They keep track of all the activities of Acca across the kingdom and keep data on each state's Acca office flowing towards the central office. Gene also often has business trips from the capital to the other districts to check on the situation and personnel there. Now, just from reading that and getting a brief synopsis, a little overview of what the series is about, obviously not as a whole, but that's just a brief. Honestly, I'm going to say this is not really up my alley, but because it's from the animators and some of the staff at Madhouse, I have to say yes, that I am going to give Acca a shot. I'm going into it not really expecting a lot. Maybe that is wrong of me, but I think it's better to go in with low expectations and then it completely blow your mind and you're like, wow, rather than have high expectations and just be totally let down. So I'm going to give it the green light. I am going to give it a shot, but I'm not like too overjoyed or too overly hyped about Acca, but I am going to give it a shot for sure. Next one we have here, Akiba's Trip, the animation, and believe this is based off a game, yes, and it's actually being animated by Gonzo and the staff and animators there. And I haven't really heard anything about the game. I did hear like one thing about it from Habit or Christian. You all should know he's been around my channel for a while, and me and him are very good friends. He told me something like with the weapons or whatever, like it's pretty ecchi. I think he said it was something along those lines, and I can't really see that from the cover, but maybe we'll have like some transformations with weapons or something like that. We see that a lot in anime, but I have no idea. I've never played the game. I'm pretty sure this is based off the first game from what I've heard. Maybe wrong on that with what I heard, but Akihabara, a broad-minded neighborhood where everyone from beginners to masters are welcomed. Even when you're alone, if you go to Akiba, you'll find someone who understands you. It's a neighborhood where anything is possible, where anyone can do seemingly anything. A place where you can lay bare your body and soul. That right there makes me sound like it's an ecchi show. So, yeah, in this neighborhood of Akiba, which has everything, including anime, games, maids, idols, secondhand parts, and cheap food, battles are fought against the Baguri Mano, and a steadfast boy meets girl story begins. It kind of sounds cliche, but I think I'll give it a shot, and I'll give it 3 or 4 episodes, see if I like it, see if I want to continue with it. It doesn't sound like anything too crazy or mind-bending or mind-blowing, but it may be fun. Who knows? I'll give it a shot. Next up, Blue Exorcist Season 2. I don't think I have to say anything about Blue Exorcist. If you're going to be watching Season 2, then you should know about Season 1. This is going to be following the manga because I believe the last 7 or 8 episodes of Season 1 of Blue Exorcist were all filler. So this second season supposedly is going to be following the manga, and I've heard the arc is not that bad. My close friend, Professor Animator Miles, he's read that arc, and he says it's not too bad. So I am excited for Blue Exorcist. I liked it. It wasn't anything too amazing. Like, it wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it wasn't like a 5 or 4 out of 10 for me. It was somewhere in between, like an average rating, like a 7, 7.5. It was in that range for me. I know there's a lot of huge fans of Blue Exorcist, and that's all you, but it wasn't really, anything spectacular to me. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to be excited for Season 2 for sure. I most likely will do reactions over Season 2, but yeah, Blue Exorcist Season 2, definite yes from me. Bang Dream, I can already tell, no. Going down, we got Chaos Child, which I'm pretty sure you have to watch Chaos Head, and I have not watched Chaos Head yet. If I can watch Chaos Child, then definitely let me know down in the comments if I don't have to watch Chaos Head. I may try and watch Chaos Head if I really have to watch Chaos Child, because I've heard it's going to be crazy, but I hear if it's not a certain amount of episodes, if it's not like 23, 24 episodes, it may be rushed unless they're going to split it up into multiple seasons, which I don't think would be the case, but who knows. But if I don't have to watch Chaos Head and can go straight into Chaos Child, definitely let me know. But I'm pretty sure, like 95% sure, Chaos Child is a sequel to Chaos Head. So for now, I'm going to say no. Next up here, we have Demi-chan wa Katararitai. I probably butchered that so bad. Oh my gosh. From A1 Pictures, it's a comedy, slice of life, supernatural, succubus, Dolahan, and vampire. They are known as Ajin, or Demis, and are slightly different than the average human. They have lived alongside humans for ages under persecution. However, in recent years, they have become accepted as members of society. This manga follows a high school biology teacher who has a great interest in Demis and his interaction with the various Demis in his school, each with their own cute problems. I'm going to say no. These types of shows really are not up my alley. I do sometimes watch like 1 or 2 comedy slice of life shows from each season, but it's never a lot. And there is a lot with this season, but for now I'm going to say no. This is I know someone who I watched was like, oh, they're ripping off of Ajin. What is this? Is like a spin-off of Ajin? No, it's not even close. It's nothing like Ajin, so don't get that twisted. I don't know who would get that twisted. The person I watched, I'm not going to say any names, got that twisted, and I was like, what? Are you serious? Like, this has no relation to Ajin at all. But I just got way off track. But that's going to be a no for me. Fuuka is next, which I've actually heard, like, a lot of people are hyped about this. And that just from the hype I've been hearing, when Fuuka was announced, and I just saw my Twitter feed blow up, they were like, Fuuka, yes, it's getting an adaptation. I'm just like, what? Like, this doesn't seem like anything that would have like a huge following, and it seems like it does. It's based off a manga, and I guess the story centers on a young man named Yuki Haruna who has switched schools. He's a bit shy, and he's constantly glued to his smartphone so he can check Twitter. He meets a girl named Fuuka Akitsuki, who doesn't even have a cell phone, is free-spirited, and naturally fascinates others. You recently has been oh my gosh, getting back in touch via Twitter with his childhood friend Koyuki Hinashi, who is now a popular singer. One day Yu invites Fuuka to one of Koyuki's concerts, and there the three meet for the first time. The story follows the love triangle between a love that started through electronics and a love that didn't start through electronics. Okay, I am very interested in this. I'm not even going to lie. From Dio Media, comedy, music, romance. I'm going to give it a shot. That premise kind of has me sold a bit. It could not be for me, but I'm going to give it a shot, and there's a lot of hype surrounding it, so I'll say yes. Next up, Gabriel Dropout from Doga Kobo. They did the most recent new game, which I watched a couple episodes of it, and it was not bad. I just simply didn't have the time to watch it. That may be the case with this one. Like, I'm not going to stress myself out about it not watching Gabriel Dropout, because I am going to say a no for now. But maybe if I hear some good things about it and some people come to me and they're like, you got to watch this, man. Like, please watch this. I'll give it a shot, but I'm going to say no for now. It'll be a thing, like, if I do decide to watch it, it's like if I have the time to watch it, I will watch it, but I'm not going to stress out over it. Next up, we have Gintama 2017, which I don't think I have to say anything really about Gintama. I have started watching it. I'm on episode 40 of the first one, so I'm nowhere near caught up, and it comes out in 24 days, so there's no way I'm going to be caught up, but I'm trying. I'm kind of at a stalemate right now because I decided to get back into Space Brothers, which I'm absolutely fucking loving. That show is great, but I'm on episode 40 of Gintama. I'm kind of taking a little break now. I'm about to hit the first serious arc, though, and it's all right. I was told it starts out slow, and I definitely see that, and I see it getting a whole lot better, and I've heard it gets a whole lot better. It's at the top of Mal. It has like 3 or 4 movies in the top 10 on Mal, so that must say something. Maybe even more than that, I don't know, but Gintama's going to be a no for me right now. Until I catch up, then of course I'll be watching that, but who knows when that will be. Next up, Granblue Fantasy, the animation from A1 Pictures. I've heard great things about the game, and A1 Pictures is behind it, and I'm going to say, yeah, Granblue Fantasy. We don't really have a whole lot on it. It just says video game developer Cygames announced during the Tokyo Game Show event on Thursday that its Granblue Fantasy smartphone game will receive an anime adaptation. I watched a little bit of the preview, I believe. I think it was for this one, but it seems all right. I'm pretty sure Bump of Chicken is on one of the tracks, whether it's the opening or the ED, I don't remember, but Bump of Chicken is fucking great, and I love Bump of Chicken. I'll say yes to Granblue Fantasy. Could be one of those, like, Divine Gate was based off a game. We had that Sison Cerberus one that was shit. There's a lot of these games, these anime that are based off games that turn out really, really bad, and then there's a select few that turn out, solid. So Granblue Fantasy could totally flop, or it could be really good, but I've heard good things about the game, so I'm gonna say yeah. Next up, probably my number 2, number 3 most anticipated show of this upcoming season, and that is Handshakers from Go Hands. And if you have not saw the previews for Handshakers yet, you need to. As like the music literally reminds me of the music you'd hear in K Project, the animation style, everything. It just seems like a less mature version of K Project with younger kids. That's literally what to quickly summarize it and kind of tell you all what I see from it. That's what it is. It's like a younger version of K Project. Honestly, that's what it is. And I don't even need to read the description. I just know for a fact that I'm going to be watching Handshakers. Next up, Idol Jihen. No, from Mappa. Kimono Friends. No. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Yes, for sure. I've heard great things about the manga from this as well. Kyoto Animation's on it. The preview has me sold. And yeah, I'm definitely saying that to Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. In the preview, I was like freaked out. I was like, wait, where does the dragon come into play? Because I did see the maid at first, but then the maid like turned into a dragon. I was like, hell no, that is going to be fucking awesome. So yeah, next up, Konosuba Season 2, definite yes. You all should know. If you're not watching Konosuba, like, what are you doing, honestly? Next up, Kuzu no Hankai or Scum's Wish. Definite yes, based off a manga, a lot of hype, like a lot of hype surrounding it. I've heard nothing but great things about it. Lurch is the animation studio behind it. It's a drama romance. Hanabi and Mugi, if you guys just want to hear this, it's quick, so I figured I'd read it. Hanabi and Mugi are bathed in envious gazers from all around as a beautiful couple with excellent moral conduct. But these two apparently perfect people, in an apparently perfect relationship share a secret they can't tell anyone. So what is that? I haven't read any of the manga. I don't know. Don't spoil me if you have, but I've heard great freaking things about Scum's Wish or Kuzu no Hankai. So definite yes for me. Next up, Little Witch Academia, the TV series. I'm pretty sure this is a TV series of the movies. I don't know if it's like it plays out the events of the movies just in a TV format. I've heard it's a sequel. I have no idea what this Little Witch Academia series is, but I'm going to be watching it. I have not watched the movies. I don't know if I have to do that. If I have to, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is just a like TV series with the events from the movie in it, just in a TV format. Probably some more extra added stuff as well, but I may be wrong on that. I don't know. But I'm going to say yes for now. Marginal, no. Masamune-kun, no revenge. I've heard some okay things about this, based off of manga as well. We have a lot of manga adaptations this year, or anime adaptations, based off manga. As an overweight child, Makabe Masamune was mercilessly teased and bullied by one particular girl. Determined to one day exact his revenge upon her, Makabe begins a rigorous regimen of self-improvement and personal transformation. Years later, Masamune re-emerges as a new man, handsome, popular, with perfect grades, and good at sports. Masamune transfers to Aki's school and is unrecognizable to her. Wow. Now Masamune-kun is ready to confront the girl who bullied him so many years ago and humiliate her at last. But will revenge be as sweet as he thought? I know how that's going to turn out already. They're going to have a relationship. It's not going to go through. He's not going to go through with his revenge. Or he's going to try and it's going to epically fail and then somehow they fall in love. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to say yes for now. Next up, we have another cycling anime. No, just not for me. Onihei. I'm going to say no. The historical novel series depicts Heizo Hasegawa, who meets justice on wrongdoers and supervises the crackdown on arsonists and robbers in Japan's Edo period. Maybe. I'm going to say no for now. I haven't heard anything, honestly, about this at all. I haven't saw anything from it. This is like the first time I heard of this, so I'm going to say no. Reikenzen, I actually heard the first season from this is not that bad, but I haven't watched it. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it, and then I dropped it. It wasn't because it was bad, it was because I just didn't have the time. It was another one of those things. I have to say no. Rewrite Season 2, I did watch the first season, so I will say yes to Rewrite Season 2. I hope it's better than the first season. I haven't really heard about the routes or whatever that this second season is going to be adapting. I know they rushed the hell out of the whatever route it was or some of the routes in the first season, but I'm going to give it a shot. It's not like I watched the first season for no reason and then I'm going to be like just totally ditch the second season. I'm going to give it a shot. The Moon and Terra arcs, I'll say yeah. Schoolgirl Strikers animation, I'm going to say no. Siren from Studio Gokumi, an original TV animation, that doesn't really give me a whole lot. There's no genres either. So what the fuck am I supposed to say? Like really, I'll say no, but I'm going to look after this video on some other sites and see if there's any more information on it, and then maybe my answer will change. But for now, I'm going to say no, because there's literally nothing given to us about it. But from that image, I mean, it seems like it might be okay. That it's just an image, though, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. I'm going to say no. Showa Season 2, hell yeah. I finally watched Season 1, and I really did enjoy it. And with this second season, it seems like we're going to be going back to the present for sure, and that has me really hyped. And Showa is one of those shows that really isn't up my alley, and I watched the first season. I actually really enjoyed it, especially how it left off the last couple of episodes, so I'm excited for this second season. Super Lovers 2. Now, if you didn't know, me and the Otaku A-Team watched Super Lovers on the Otaku A-Team channel. We watched all of it. Yes, we did. I don't know if that's going to be returning for the Otaku A-Team just because of time constraints on me and a lot of our schedules now that we're doing other things with our lives and whatnot. We don't really have as much time to get together and do like the Super Lovers things, or you see how Keijo happened. Like we did 4 reactions to Keijo and then we never put out any more just because it's hard for us. Because I work every day, Monday to Saturday, and then Sunday is the only day we really have to do anything, and that's when we have the podcast, so it's kind of hard for us now, so I don't know, that one's going to be up in the air, but if we're not watching it together, then I'm not going to be watching it, because I don't like Super Lovers. The only reason I watched it was to watch it with a group of friends that somehow a lot of people liked one of our Otaku A-Team videos. It was like if we got 100 likes, we'd watch Super Lovers, and it happened. So that's how that happened. Yeah, next up, Tales of Zestiria, the second core, or the second season. Definite yes. You all should know. Next one, Yura Mariocho. I don't know. I butchered that so bad. Comedy fantasy slice of life. The story is set in Mariocho, a town where all female diviners live and where girls from all over the country yearn to become the top diviner. Today, a solitary girl named Chia enters the town's gates. However, she has another purpose coming here besides becoming the Uraha. Chia's days as an apprentice diviner begin as she meets three friends: the earnest Khan, Kome, who is a fan of Western culture, and the shy Nano. I'm going to say no for now. It just doesn't seem for me. Yojo Senki, which I've heard some crazy things about, honestly. I believe they don't have the studio on it, but I think it's a new studio. NUT Studio Nut, or NUT. Like, that's actually the name of the studio in the animation studio. I'm gonna say yeah, just because of some of the hype I've heard surrounding the light novel. I'm gonna give it a shot. It says the novel series centers on a young girl, who fights on the front lines in war. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and nearly transparent white skin, and she flies through the air and mercilessly strikes down her opponents. Her name is Tanya. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. And she speaks with a young girl's lisp and commands the army. Tanya used to be one of Japan's elite office workers, but because of a wrathful god, was reborn as a little girl. Okay. All right. Tanya prioritizes optimization and career advancement above all, and she will become the most dangerous entity among the Imperial Army sorcerers. So you're telling me this little girl... Okay. All right, I'll give it a shot. Yamushi Pedal, a new season of that, the third season. Gonna say no. I'd Live. I don't know how you pronounce that. With how it's spelled, it's weird. I'm gonna say I'd Live from Studio Parrot. An action sci-fi based off a manga. Chuta Kokonose is an orphan who lives with his aunt. For as long as he can remember, he's had a voice in his head, but other than that, he's a normal boy. Right until the day when a strangely looking thing follows him home and teleports him to a place filled with more fantastic creatures. It's a space police station. Okay. And Rain Brick, the chief of Solar System Department, tells him that he's been chosen by the computer as a possible candidate to join the police force. Although Misuzu Sonokata, a girl from Chuta's school with an angelic face and ill temper who turns out to be one of Rain Brick's subordinates, doesn't think him suitable for such a job. Chuta, who was shocked at first, decides to take aptitude test after being urged by the voice in his head and to prove Misuzu wrong. Okay, now, we all know how the adaptations usually work with Studio Parrot. Look what's happened to Twin Star. Look what happened to Tokyo Ghoul. Look what's happened to a lot of the shows that they've done. I don't know anything about the source material, so maybe I can go into this and enjoy it. But it sounds pretty cliche to me. Doesn't seem like anything special, but I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll be a quick action fix or something. Who knows? Fall Leftovers, March Comes in Like a Lion will be returning, All Out will be returning, and Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2 will be returning. 3 shows that I'm caught up with and 3 shows that I love. So I'm so happy that they're carrying into the winter. Although I've heard some buzz and some things that March Comes in Like a Lion may be taking a break and may not be returning for the winter. I don't know if that's true or not, but we have those 3 returning for now. These other shows I'm not watching, like Trickster, no. TV shorts, none really look appealing to me. Movies, we have Chain Chronicle. I think there's a Chain Chronicle show. They didn't have that in here, which is weird. They might be missing a lot from this. Or maybe they are splitting it up into movies. I don't know. Chain Chronicle, though, is really popular in Japan, I guess. I don't know anything about it. Maybe I'll give it a shot when it comes out. Digimon Adventure Try, I'm not caught up with those. Genocidal Organ, I definitely will be watching when that comes out. I was so hyped for that film when Man Globe announced it and they had the release date and all that, but then it got delayed because unfortunately Man Globe went bankrupt and all that. So Genocidal Organ, I definitely will be watching when that comes out. Hirune Hime, Shiriana Watashi no Monogatari. The film will follow Morikawa Kokone, a high school girl who encounters a strange robot named Hearts, a drama mecha. Is that a... I don't know if that's another... Does this have any relation to the Monogatari series? I don't think it does. If not, then I'm going to watch it. Kizumonogatari, I haven't watched any of that. Kuroko no Basket, no. Lupin the Third, no. Trinity 7 movie, yes, definitely will be watching that. Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale, you already know. Yuki Yuna is a hero, no. Yuki Yuna, another one of those, no. OVA, ONA specials. We have Nanbaka 2, which is going to be an ONA. It's actually going to be going online. I'll say yeah. Studio Kara has a 2-part special based on Studio Kara's Nihon Animation Swords Ryu no Hasha. If it's from Studio Kara, then I'm going to say yeah for that. But these other two, no. And I believe that is it. I think there's more on some of the other lists, but this is all AniChart has right now. So there you go. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened right there, but I was trying to do this. So, yeah, that about does it. Let me know what you all thought of the list for the winter anime of 2017. It looks pretty promising, and I think there's more than what AniChart was showing there. Usually they have everything, but it didn't seem like everything was on there that I was seeing on like my anime list and whatnot. So I'm going to go around, check the other sites, but for the most part, this is the complete list for the winter anime season, the upcoming season for 2017. And hopefully it kicks off 2017 with a hot start, and we have some solid sequels returning, like I said, and hopefully some new shows that will stir things up. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you all thought, and I hope you all are ready for the upcoming winter season. Make sure to look out for my video telling you all what I'm going to be live reacting to, because obviously that's what my channel is, reactions mainly. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you all are excited, and I hope you all like the video and the videos to come. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.